Pop culture has lied to you. The ultimate ninja isn't a superhero in a spandex suit doing backflips through explosions. In the war-torn Sengoku period of Japan, the ultimate ninja, the Shinobi Nomono, was something far more dangerous. They were a ghost. A whisper in the ear of a shogun. A shadow that could topple an empire without ever drawing a sword. Becoming a master of this craft wasn't a choice, it was a life sentence. It required a transformation of the body, the shedding of the ego, and the mastery of sciences that wouldn't reach the West for centuries. Today, we are retracing the steps of the shadowed path, from the brutal childhood of a genin to the cold brilliance of a jonin strategist. This is the blueprint for the ultimate ninja. You aren't born a ninja, you are forged. Historically, in provinces like Iga and Koka, training began at age 5 or 6. This was the genin stage, the lower man. Your body was the first tool you had to master. Bone hardening and flexibility. You weren't just lifting weights, you were learning to dislocate your own joints to escape bindings and crawling through narrow drainage pipes to build spatial awareness. The 5 elements of stealth, gunjutsu. You learn to walk on the quiet parts of floorboards and how to use the sound of wind or rain to mask your footsteps. Pharmacology and chemistry. A genin was a walking laboratory. You learned to mix black powder for kyojutsu, fire tools, and how to brew sleeping incense from local herbs. But the most important physical skill? Running. A ninja's greatest weapon wasn't a sword, it was the ability to cover 50 miles in a single night to deliver intelligence. If you couldn't outrun a horse, you were dead weight. By your late teens, you've mastered the body. Now, you must master the world. This is where the ultimate ninja separates themselves from a mere assassin. You begin studying the 2 pillars of shinobi craft, innin and yonin. Innin is what you see in movies, the shadow ninja. It's the art of breaking and entering, using specialized tools like the kunai, which was actually a masonry tool, and the mizugumo, water spiders, to cross moats. But yonin, the light ninja, was the true mark of a master. This was the art of hiding in plain sight. The 7 disguises, shichi gade. You practice the dialects, mannerisms, and religious rites of priests, merchants, and street performers. The ultimate ninja could spend 3 months living in an enemy's kitchen as a humble cook, listening to the castle's secrets, and no one would ever suspect they were a high-level operative. Why fight a guard when you can convince him to open the gate for you? If you survived the field missions of a genin, you reached the rank of chunin, the middleman. This is the transition from weapon to wielder. A chunin is a tactical genius. You are no longer just sneaking into castles. You are planning the entire infiltration. You have to understand psychology, how to flip an enemy samurai into a double agent. Meteorology, tenmon, predicting a storm so you can launch a fire raid when the enemy's gunpowder is damp. Logistics, managing a network of sleeping agents across multiple provinces. The ultimate ninja at this stage understands that information is more lethal than steel. A chunin doesn't just kill a lord, they ruin his reputation, leak his battle plans, and ensure his own men turn against him. At the top of the hierarchy sits the jonin, the upper man. This is the top brass. Often, a jonin was a high-ranking member of a noble family who kept their ninja identity a total secret. To be a jonin is to be a puppet master. You sit in the councils of the daimyo, lords. You aren't just a spy, you are a political architect. But there is a final, spiritual layer to becoming ultimate. In the master text, the Bansen Shukai, it speaks of seishin, the right mind. A common mercenary kills for money. An ultimate ninja operates with a right mind. The belief that their actions, however dark, are necessary to bring peace and stability to the land. Esoteric mastery. You study Kuji Kiri, 9 symbolic cuts. hand gestures used to focus the mind under extreme stress, essentially proto-psychology to prevent panic. The burden of secrecy. The ultimate Jonin lived a life where even their spouse might not know their true rank. You are a ghost to your enemies and a stranger to your friends. So what does it take to be the ultimate ninja? It takes the physical endurance of a marathon runner, the technical mind of a chemist, the acting skills of a master performer, and the cold-blooded strategy of a grandmaster chess player. The ultimate ninja doesn't want to be remembered. They don't want their name in history books. Their success is measured by the silence of the night and the fact that the world changed and no one knew they were there. The path of the shadow is long, grueling, and thankless. But for those who master the 18 skills of the shinobi, they become something more than human. They become the unseen hand of history. If you enjoyed this deep dive into historical ninja ranks, check out my video on the 5 concepts of Chinese fantasy to see how the supernatural version of these warriors evolved. Do you think you have the right mind to be a Jonin? Let me know in the comments which stage of training would be the hardest for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay in the shadows. See you in the next one.